Okay, so in the last little clip here, you saw as I cut that cutter, it ended up not even close. Here is the reason why. As I divided into all these factors here for the diameter, the centers, the feed, the width, all that stuff, I divided by 13, which was the amount of teeth that I've got on the gear, not the teeth per inch, which is 16. So that's why that came out wrong. So 315 was the pin diameter that I got, 405 on centers, in feed 173, and the width of the cutter 307. So I went back and redivided by 16, what it should have been. I've got a width of 250 compared with 307. A diameter on the pins of 256 compared with 315. Center distance 329 compared with 405. And an infeed of 141 compared with 173. So I went ahead and remade the cutter at a 256 diameter. I've got my blank all set up in the lathe ready to go. So my first cut's going to be at 885, and so I've got 1/4 inch width on the blank minus the 073 width of the cutter there. Puts me 177. So I'm going to take the 250 minus the 073, gives me 177 left. So we're going to divide that by 2, come up with 885. So I'm going to come over, touch off with my cutting tool, and 0. And I'm going to move over 885, and I'm going to plunge, make that cut. And then I'm going to go 256. Which was the width of the cutter, was 256, the diameter of the cutter, of the radius. So I went 256, which put me at 3445. I don't know where that half thousandth came in there. I'm going to redo this math off the screen and make sure I got these numbers right, but because I came up with an extra half thousandth there. Anyway, then we moved the 73 thousandths, came up with the next plunge at 4175, and that should give me the accurate cutter. So I'm going to go ahead and pause here, redo the math because I don't know where that half thousandth came in. Yeah, having a rough, plus 256. Yeah, I'm not sure where that came in. So I'm going to redo this math, make sure I don't screw this up again. Because drill rod's a little expensive, and more than anything is the time. So anyway, let's pause and I'll redo the math and we'll go from there. Okay, I'm back. So I redid the math and it turns out I missed a 0. So I had that written in as 885. It's 0885. So we got the quarter inch, 0.250, minus 0.73 is 177. Divide that by 2, it's 0.885, not 885. So there, hence the 1/2,000. So that's where the goof up was, and you know, had I moved over 885, I'm sure I would have cut that or caught that, because my blank is only 1/4 inch wide. So that should have really, you know, been a red flag there. On a larger, bigger part, though, it may not have been. So here I've got the new cutter in, new cutting tip at 256 diameter. I've touched off and zeroed against this. I don't know if you can see that, because it's it was still pretty wet when I touched it. I just caught the ink on the end of the cutter there. And then I threw the dial indicator on and set it at 1 inch. So let's back this cutter out till we're clear. And we're going to go in and touch off on this part. So we're going to move in where we're kind of on the center there and kick it into gear. And we're just doing this for our end feed. So we'll go until we just touch. Right there. Put the lathe down, so that's 18 thousandths. So I'm going to set the camera down here for just a second and zero this this dial. Okay, so there we're at 0. I'm going to back it up a turn to 0. And then our first cut was at 0.885. So we're going to come in too much. We're 0 to 1 inch, so we're going to go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 8, 1/2,000. Okay. Okay, so we all agree that's 88.5. And our in feed was 141 thousandths. So go ahead and kick it into gear. We're going to see how this is going to cut here. Okay, so there's the one full turn. We backed it up. We're going to 141. Make sure that's the one full turn. Looks like it is. So here we go, 141. Hopefully this tool cuts as well as the other one did. You know what, let's to shift this into the lower speed, like I had the last one set at. So this, right now we're left, right, right. So left, right, right, we're 280, and I think I had it left, left, right. Left, left, right, I think I had it at 132. So let's go ahead and kick that to right, left. Rotate the chuck a little bit here, see if we can get it to move into gear. And let's try that. There we go. Throw a little oil on it. Oil on the brush. And here we go, 141, where we're headed for. $45, $50, $55, $60, $65, $70, $75, $80, $85, $90, $95, $100, $105, $110, $115, $120, $125, $130, $135, $140, and more, $141 right there. Got this coaster for a second, make sure you're not got any flex in the tool. Good. So back this up. One full turn. I'm going to stop at a few thousandths short. And you know that pretty decent looking cut right there. Let's get our next measurement. Was 4175. So we're going to advance to 4175. So there's 4. And then 17 and a half. So there's 10, 15, 16, 17, and a half. And that that's right. No, that's going to take that edge as I start to plunge into there. So let's go redo some math. Make sure I did that right, because it obviously looks like I did not do that right. Because I get into there, I'm going to wipe that edge out. So yeah, let's go do some math.